And then how am I supposed to find a man? Like, they don't exist anymore. Like, I'm always saying that my father, it was the last one that existed like that. They don't exist anymore.
And his features were so attractive for me. He was ginger. I've never met a ginger before. I'm like, oh, so cool. And it just clicked immediately. And I saw how serious he was from the beginning, that no Kenyan guy I dated was.
Damn.
So proud of my Polish brother.
You know, I've seen the good, I've seen the bad. My theory is when the girl is within the age of 19 to 22, no matter how much she tells you she's looking for something serious, no, she's not. You'll run. You'll run for your life. I'm telling you. Because you end up putting your heart into something that you're not meant to put your heart into. And your bros are going to be telling you, I told you so. Because they already placed a bet that it's not going to last for 1 month. Turns out it didn't last for 1 month. I mean, it got to 1 month, but it did not get any further. You just ended up, but, you know, on the other hand, wait, on the other hand, but
When
then...
I have a lot of problems with what you're saying.
You have a lot, come
Since
on,
the first
bring
sentence.
it.
Since the very first sentence. First of all, I am
Okay.
white and I am
Yes.
21 and I am looking for something serious.
A relationship in different countries has a different meaning and practice. Sometimes even it has a different meaning, even if it's an opposite meaning. However, though, a relationship practice that has been practiced in different countries has been evolved. It may be by advancements of technology or even the advancements of human being. Hello everyone, welcome to Inspective, which is the podcast that we raise different questions, ideas, and we discuss it in a different perspective. I'm Effie. Today I'm going to be the host for today's podcast, and today we're going to be discussing about the interracial relationship. And also, I'm so excited. Today I'm going to be joined by different guests with a different background and, of course, with a different perspective. So, guys, tune with us until the end. But without any further ado, let's introduce our guests. So I would like to start with Olivia, and I can go through all of you guys. So could you please introduce us yourself?
Hi.
Tell us about you.
Hi, my name is Olivia. I'm 25. I'm a professional dancer, currently studying at being a DJ as well. And yeah, I'm on the game for a while. It's been like 6 years since I started, let's say, being interested in foreign relationships and stuff like that. I don't want to say anything stupid right now, but you know, once you are starting dating different nations, like I feel like that's gonna speak to you later, and that's how you're gonna stick where you're gonna stick. So yeah, that's me right now. So I guess that's just like basic introduction.
Damn, okay. That seems awesome. Okay.
Hello. My name is Winner Alabo.
Winner.
I'm 20 years old. Yeah. I currently study in Poland, computer engineering in Vistula University. And I also work with clubs. It's crazy, I know. Computer engineering and being a hype man, yeah, crazy combination. But then, on the other hand, too, I'm a very open-minded person. My parents are also very open-minded, so they also wouldn't mind me being with someone from a different race. It doesn't matter, you know, they are like, as long as they treat you nice, God-fearing, you're good. So, yeah, that's it.
I love your name anyway. The Winner.
What can I say? You know, it's a crazy name. One day I'll ask my dad why he actually gave me that name. But shit, Winner is a cool name.
That's awesome.
And I stand on it, you know. Gotta win every day.
Amen.
Wow, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so hi, my name is Becky Sangolo. I'm a singer, songwriter, performer. I was the third finalist of The Voice of Poland. I'm married to a Polish guy, and I think we're gonna get deep into it. Yeah.
Yeah, we love to hear a lot about him.
So I'm ready. I'm open. Ask me questions. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation.
Okay.
Vibes.
Yeah.
I will not own this part. I will come back to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, hi. I'm Zuza. I am 21 years old. I am a flight attendant and also a dancer. I dance with Olivia, and I've been in this community, let's say, for about 2 years right now. So yeah, many experiences, many fun situations, and many stories to tell.
Okay, we can wait.
Many.
Okay.
My name is Eliseu. People know me as Eli. I'm
Eli.
from Brazil. I'm 29, turning 30 soon. And I'm a comedian. I've been doing stand-up comedy for over a year in English, Polish, and Russian. And I dated a first foreigner back in 2015. And since then, I haven't dated any Latina anymore. So we would discuss it.
Okay,
Okay.
that's great.
Latina.
That's a
Latina.
lot, actually.
I mean, shit, like.
I have a question for all of you guys.
Okay.
Since like I can tell, like all of us has a different perspective and background. So your background, your upbringing, I don't know,
Yeah.
like how does it shape your perspective about love and relationship?
Well, as for me, I look at my parents and I see it as in there's more of like responsibility and loyalty than love in the situation. But then on the other hand, my mom always taught me to love people, you know. No matter how the world might look bad, you know, always turn out to be the hero, even if they try to push you to be the villain. So I would say, you know, it's hard to do that. That's what I would say. It's hard because you face betrayals every day. You face bullshit every day, you know, but it's life.
Even though you are facing those betrayal, are you gonna stick with your?
I mean, I'll still stick with it because what makes me believe that I can find, will I say, that person is that I have female friends that are actually very good. And me too, I also feel like I'm a good person to deep down.
Okay.
So like I feel like if I'm capable of giving it, someone is also capable of giving it to me too. You get?
Okay, I agree with that.
That's a different way to look at it, you know. So yeah. Just keep living until you see it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still young, so
You're like a wise man, you know.
By the way, you are too young though. Like.
I mean too young, but experience says a lot, you know.
Yeah. Becky,
Yeah.
do you have anything to say?
Yeah, for my background, I've grown up being having two lovely parents. Like, they've shown me like love wins, marriage wins. First of all, like I really looked up to them. You know, like they're best friends. They still club until this day. I go to the club with them, and actually I'm tired before them. I'm like, you know, Mom, I'm gonna go home. Do you want me to take you home? You know, like it's like that. And I feel like they're so close with my dad that really showed me that, you know what, I could really find my best friend and my soulmate, and it's possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You were partying with parents then.
Oh my God, those people, don't even
Like
start.
who's the craziest? You or your parents?
My parents, of course.
With a lot of experience, right?
What, those guys?
They were party
Ask
kings, man.
anyone in my family, they want to party with my parents. Like, I'm like, you don't want to party with me? Okay, party with my parents.
Yeah, I have exactly same.
Yeah?
And that's my parents too.
So cool.
Like,
Okay.
that because of them, I started dancing. I'm a dancer right now because since I was 2, literally, just when I started walking, they already were taking me to the parties with friends. I was
That's
sleeping
a
on the
good family.
couch, you know, with a loud music. I started already like feeling the beat and stuff. Like my dad started to dance with me because he used to like dance, not professionally, but he used to dance a lot like with girls on the parties. So he was already like dancing with me. So they were always taking me out and like playing music around. So since day one, I was already like feeling these vibes. And my parents also, like you said, I'm like, finally someone with a similar background. Because
Don't let them meet.
yeah, whatever.
They will become party gods, you know.
Yeah, and I always say my parents is the reason why I have problem to find a man for myself. Because the way how they are perfect with each other, the way how my dad treats our family, he's a man, he's a real man. He works, he takes care of kids, a wife, home, like everything. Like my father is is a perfect definition of a man that like every woman wants. And then how am I supposed to find a man? Like they don't exist anymore. Like I'm always saying that my father it was the last one that existed like that. They don't exist anymore. So now I look up at him, I'm like, this guy's raising hand.
we still exist.
yeah.
You know, we're
I'm
just
trying
young.
to show you
He
that.
put the standard
We're
really
still,
high.
we still exist. We're just young, you know, just young.
No, but
That's the thing.
it's also the thing that what he has, what is always like taking like me like how is that he's very serious and like businessman, but he's also like a life of the party, like he's always gonna be the one that everyone will be talking to, like talking about him and stuff. I'm like, how you can be that fun and in the same time that serious, like they don't exist anymore. There's like dinosaurs. It was the last one.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Just
I'm like,
stop here.
that's it. Finish.
They were limited editions.
Oh my God.
Good luck to everyone who's trying with me because I'll compare it to
Yeah.
my father.
Oh, I really wish you find that guy. You will find that
He
guy.
just put it like the standard really pretty high.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
did.
God.
But you know what
Wow.
they are saying? They usually say that you are looking for a partner that is going to be like your father on the other side, like your mom, that there's always something similar
Yeah.
at your partners. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
yeah, I
That's
started
true.
to realize that I actually look at people and then I'm like, nah, my dad wouldn't be like that.
Yeah, you try to compare. Yeah,
yeah.
like no, you're not going the right way. Bye, boy.
Yeah,
Honestly,
just
it's
send them
actually
like when
insane.
you meet someone, just send them to your dad. They need to learn a lot from him.
Yeah.
The problem is he can't speak English and
Then they have to learn Polish.
Yeah. What?
Why not?
are you going to raise your hand again then?
Hands up, hands up.
Well, that's a good motivation, right? Like I do stand-up comedy in Russian because of my girlfriend, and I started learning because of her, and now I'm performing Russian as well. And the same for Polish, right? Like when I had a Polish girlfriend back then, I started learning Polish.
Oh damn.
I think it's
Wow.
it's
I have a
respecting
ques-
the culture, right? The person trying to learn, assimilate, and
Yeah.
That's awesome. So like, what's your background? You know, your upbringing, and then
in
does
Braz-
it affect your relationship perspective?
yeah, I mean, in Brazil, everyone is mixed, like mixed race. And in my house, I had that. My dad is European, half Italian, half Portuguese. My mom is Native American. And we hear the stories about the family or the family of your friends. The father is from one race, the mother is from other one. And I always found that beautiful. But of course, in our case, we are already first, second generation. So culturally wise, it's easier. When you date someone from another race, but that comes from another continent, that was raised in another continent, then you need to assimilate with language, culture, traditions, and all of that. But I always found that interesting, like how my grandfather and my grandmother, they couldn't speak the same language, and they had a family. and that for me was always interesting when I came to Europe first time and I started meeting foreigners. And I said, no, I want to learn the language as well and understand the culture. If I will meet someone I like, I will try to understand their perspective of the world as well.
It's interesting though. Like language won't be a barrier in order to have like a good connection with someone else. Like in my perspective, I think women need to hear, your love. You need to express for them. So don't you think language is gonna be like a barrier?
Yeah, 100%. But usually I met people that could speak English, but then I was learning their language in the meantime. And there was a moment that you are friends or with the family, and you can speak with them, with everyone, and you can understand. You can be part of the conversation, part of the stories they are telling. You can understand, assimilate, and I think you start getting a different side of the person as well. That if you wouldn't be able to speak the language, you wouldn't be able to learn.
And then breaking up after 2 years, yeah? After learning this language. Like, fuck another language, let's start.
Well,
It's so cool that you can learn a different language with the partners that you have. Because for me, learning Polish, oh my God, I always thought to myself, I'm going to learn French, the common languages that are there, Spanish, German, French, And I moved here and I was like, wow, I'm in a different world. And I started learning Polish with this grammatic. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, I'm too old to learn a new language. Am I ready to learn a new language? And it's so cool that you've learned 2 more?
Yeah, Polish, Russian, and Belarusian.
Wow.
And Belarusian is interesting. I don't know if you guys know, but not many people speak the language, like 20% of them. So my girlfriend knows the language, but she doesn't speak. And when I started learning, my goal was to motivate her to speak more her mother tongue. And I end up in the news because of that. I gave interviews in the language later.
That's crazy.
But we just set up as a goal that when our life would be calmer, like with comedy and everything, we will start to introduce this language. Because if we have children, we want the children to learn the language and to break a little bit the cycle that people are not learning the language anymore, but to keep passing. I think language is something very important when you are transmitting something through generations.
Well, that's actually very true.
There's no better way to transmit a culture than in its own language, right?
I mean, I kind of agree, but then I, for example, don't believe in romance in Polish. If somebody's trying to hit me up in Polish, I'm like,
Thank you.
nah, nah, not really. So
Cześć, siema, dzień dobry.
yeah, but I would like to learn my partner's language, but I wouldn't want them to learn my language.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good for them.
Interesting.
But would if you see a foreigner approaching you in Polish, wouldn't you appreciate the fact that this
No.
person
I mean, I would appreciate as a person, yes. I mean, go for it. I absolutely respect that and I adore that if somebody learns the language. But I don't want to date them.
Yo, Zoo.
No, but
So she's being direct.
you are literally
being straightforward.
because you agree with me and I know that when a guy comes up in like a black guy comes up to you and speaks in Polish.
No, okay. No, okay. I got your point because sometimes, but I would like my partner to speak a little Polish just for my parents, just for like my family to be able to communicate. But don't speak to me because we can speak English with each other. So you don't have to kill yourself and your tongue trying to say these Polish words. But my parents would love that, and I'm have very good connections with my parents. So yeah, 100% I would love that. But I got your point because
Flirting in Polish is just
learning
not for-
Polish. Wow.
Hell no.
It makes sense. My girlfriend, when we met on Tinder, I sent her a message in Russian and she didn't reply. So 1 week later, I sent a message in English and she replied. She didn't want a relationship in Russian.
Wow.
And I understood that. She didn't want a Russian-speaking person. And,
She has our point then.
She gets it.
but I use the language with her friends, with family, when I need to talk with her father when he comes. So for me to understand the culture as well, so we can watch something from her country together, and I can learn a little bit more and have fun in that language and that bubble, so she doesn't need to adapt as well.
Actually, that's interesting. I have a friend, like last time he was asking me, like, I'm not good at Polish, but he was asking me like some, pickup lines in Polish. And also I was asking my friends like to give me some words for pickup.
Don't use it. Don't use it. It's not
Just
gonna
use
work.
it for the
Yeah,
family.
it's actually not gonna work.
Talk to the mother.
Talk to
She'll
the
look at you like this.
babcha, you know.
She'll look at you like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What are you saying?
Okay. So, can you tell us about your background and then?
Yeah, sure. Actually, it's very different because I grew up with my parents separated. When I was like maybe 4, I think they broke up. They were never married. They broke up. They went to their sides. Yeah. But I always grew up with both of my parents. On weekdays with my mom, on weekends with my dad. So I didn't maybe I didn't have a vision of love like a regular one, loving parents. But my parents used to date outside of each other. So I also experienced bunch of love because I don't want it to sound rude to my dad, but my dad had many girlfriends towards
He must be good then.
He must be African.
but it's to me
Who
it's
knows,
beautiful. To me it's beautiful, but because it was different kind of love. Now he has a girlfriend for few years, and I think it's forever. They look like they're in love, so I adore that. But yeah, with that growing up, I was like, maybe I don't need a man. I wanted a child, but I didn't want a husband. Never. I said I never want to get married. And
Really?
only last year I think I changed my perspective, kind of that. Hey, maybe I actually do. Maybe there are guys that might be forever. It's still work in progress, right?
Yeah.
It's still work in progress. But just my perspective changed, and it changed to maybe I can have the one person forever. Not yet. Maybe. Depends. But I'm still young,
Still to anyone.
Yeah. I wouldn't jump into things now
Okay.
But if something like builds now, I wouldn't also push it away.
Yeah, I also have a similar family background as her. Like my parents divorced when I was very young. So I don't have a lot of memories of my parents as a couple. I never had this role model of a couple at home. What I remember of my parents were like fighting, screaming, and these things. But then my mom was always telling me, no, but before the divorce, we were happy. We loved each other. So I grew up thinking that was love. So I was seeing like a couple happy, like kissing in a healthy relationship. I was saying, these dudes don't know what love is. It took a while for me to understand like what is actually a healthy love, a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. So, how do you think about like interracially dating?
Very interesting
It's
topic.
fun.
Very interesting
So much
topic.
fun.
Yeah, very
Never
fun.
know.
Very
Who
fun.
starts?
But I think it has
Winner.
No. Should I start?
because of colonization, they taught us the beauty standards were Europeans. So having light eyes, light hair was seen as beauty back then. If you see the famous Brazilian top models like Gisele Bündchen, Alessandra Ambrosio, Adriana Lima, all look European.
To African men, because I'm at this point, I'm saying this straight, I'm at this point that I'm not attracted to white men no more. I'm saying this with pain in my heart.
What can we do? Like, shit, like it's life. Like,
Like sometimes it pains me because I've been through shit. Like I've been through so much.
and on the other hand, I'm also talking about interracial aspect.
So
Because
you
I know my African women, I know my Nigerian women. If they want something serious, they want something serious. They don't beat around the bush. We don't. That beating around the bush, me, I don't
Alright,
have the
so you're
energy for
talking
that.
about like
Other
White
reasons.
women
Yes.
between 19 and 22.
Do
Only.
you know why?
Tell
Because
me.
I already had the
She's
experience.
21.
I had the
Tell her.
experience. No, calm down. I had the experience with the